Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you so much for joining us once again for our English edition. As usual, I'm Daniel Cook, your host, Monday through Saturday at 6 p.m. May 1st is the International Day of Workers, and it has often been used as a day of protest or advocacy for workers' rights. Despite this tradition, the Albanian people went to work on this day. The employees of the administration took a holiday, but for the majority of the citizens, this day is just like any other day. They had to go to work in order to keep their jobs and provide for their families. There are also many citizens who are not employed at all on this May 1st. Representatives of the Communist Party held a protest today in the capital against the unemployment situation. With signs bearing the image of the dictator Enver Hoxha in their hands, they blamed the politicians for the difficult economic situation that Albania is currently facing. The government has launched their new operation to control the quality of fuel in Albania. Prime Minister Rama said that there will be severe penalties for those who disregard the quality standards. On a positive note, he added that the revenue in the hydrocarbon market has increased. He said, "There was an increase of production during 2014, twice as much as 2013. We foresee even more for this year. 7 companies have invested around $300 million in this sector." The Prime Minister added that 75 entities have already been closed down for poor quality fuel and that the operation will continue. He expressed the belief that the operation will be a successful one, just like the operation in the energy system. He said that the state police will also be involved in the operation. The Interior Minister, Saibir Tahiri, supported this statement, promising a serious commitment by the state police. He said that the special work groups will be created to assist in this project. "Today we are joining our forces to fight against the theft of the national wealth," he said. "Our fight is to make Albania cleaner," said Mr. Tahiri. The Minister of Energy, Damian Gjiknuri, said that there will be tough measures against companies that abuse the quality standards. "This operation is a real challenge," he said. "The measures against abusers will be severe. It will not be easy for the fuel operators in the market. 75 businesses have been shut down already." The Minister of Finance said that his ministry will be a part of this operation as well. He said the Ministry of Finance will be involved in controlling the market, stopping the entrance of illegal fuel, and fighting fiscal evasion. The hydrocarbon market in Albania is considered to be very problematic because of very high prices and low quality. The Democratic MP Erion Veliaj, who is the head of the Commission for Decriminalization, said today that the Prime Minister has not presented a bill yet for the process. He made the following statement: "We have not had an agreement on the decriminalization since December 24th. Since that day, Rama has not presented any draft or proposal for how the process should be carried out." Instead, the Democratic MP said that the majority has been removing important points from the bill. He continued, "The point that imprisons the incriminated has been removed. The point that expels candidates with criminal records has been removed. The point that would verify the list of candidates from 2013 has also been removed. Without these points, the draft is only a farce that would still allow the incriminated to enter the parliament and the elections of June 21st. It is a farce that does not in fact decriminalize politics, but only deceives the international partners," said Mr. Veliaj. The SMI MP, Spartak Braho, also commented on the decriminalization issue, saying that the left-wing party does not have incriminated people on their list of candidates, while the Democratic Party has a criminal running for mayor in Kamza, Jalal Maziu. The socialist candidate for the mayor of Tirana, Erion Veliaj, said today that he considers the competition to be a job application. Mr. Veliaj held a meeting today with some of the representatives of public transportation. He asked for their support on June 21st, promising that he is going to work hard for a better capital. He said, "My job interview for the position of mayor is on June 21st. Therefore, I need your support. Tirana has been without a mayor for the past 4 years." Mr. Veliaj identified some of the problems that the city is facing, such as the lack of markets and kindergartens. He added that he supports some of the ideas of the Democratic candidate, Halim Kosova. I agree with Dr. Kosova when he says that the conditions of the markets and kindergartens are scandalous. But isn't the city hall under the direction of his political party? He asked. The Democratic Party has since reacted to this statement, saying that Veliaj cannot be compared to Dr. Kosova. Their statement was this: "It is a good thing to agree with Dr. Kosova like any other citizen. But Halim Kosova is the complete opposite of Erion Veliaj because he has succeeded due to his own work and merit. He is the opposite of Erion Veliaj, who is a liar, who would sell out his leader to make a career for himself. The Tirana citizens can tell the difference between this evil and Dr. Kosova," she said. The Democratic candidate for mayor in Tirana, Mr. Halim Kosova, held a meeting today with the residents of Lapraka. He listened to the concerns that they brought forward, especially those of the disabled. The residents complained about poor infrastructure in their area, and Halim promised to take care of every project if he wins. "Every project will have a beginning and an ending date," he said. "I am just like you, but I have undertaken some extra responsibilities. I will review every project and assess whether they have been abused." During the meeting, Dr. Kosova also met with some of the area youth who expressed their concerns about the unemployment level. He made the following statement in response: "It is painful not to have a job opportunity. We must join our forces and bring a new perspective to Tirana in order to fix everything that is not being done properly," said Mr. Kosova. Prime Minister Rama visited the labor fair in Tirana today, where he gave a reply to the critical comments of the socialist MP, Blushi. According to Mr. Rama, the employment numbers are showing that Albania is going in the right direction, but there is still much work to be done. He said, "Albania is on the right path. Whoever thought that the revival of Albania would be easy was wrong. Whoever thought that Albania would change only because the government changed is seeing things that do not exist. Whoever tries to say that our promises have not been kept since the first day is trying to make fools of the citizens and exploit their problems." The Prime Minister said that 93,000 more people have been employed since last year. "What we are trying to change is the approach to work," he said. "The jobs will not come to you. You must search for them with persistence. Everyone who is persistent finds a job." Albania is still far from being a country in which the problem of unemployment is resolved. Albania is a country with a high level of unemployment. "This is a problem for many of the EU countries," said the Prime Minister. He commented also on the socialist candidate for mayor, Erion Veliaj. He said that the capital needs to be led by a person who really works. "As the best worker in this city, he is not the Minister of Welfare anymore because he is running for the mayor of Tirana," said Mr. Rama. "Erion Veliaj will become a powerful engine driving the employment rate. Now that he is not the Minister of Welfare, I want to express my gratitude to him and my respect for the work that he has done. Under his direction, the government approach to employment has changed," said Mr. Rama. In the early morning hours of May 1st, thousands of visitors from Kosovo crossed the border point of Morina to spend the weekend on the coasts of Albania. As a result of the large number of vehicles coming in, only one lane of the Aubrey Road has been open for the past several hours. The police are working hard on directing the traffic. Early this morning, the border police were trying to make security checks, but it became impossible with such a high flow of vehicles. After that, the Morina Customs Point began passing visitors through with an accelerated procedure. It is estimated that about 6,000 vehicles entered the country. Later on in the day, when the stream of vehicles slowed down, the customs point returned to the normal control procedures. That concludes our news for this evening, ladies and gentlemen. Please join us again tomorrow at the same time for more translated news. Thanks, and have a great night.